Welcome to Scary Lollipop, where we uncover the spookiest tales from around the world. Today we delve into the haunted Joelma Building in São Paulo, Brazil. This site is known for its tragic history and paranormal activities. Join us as we explore the chilling events that have left this building shrouded in mystery. The Joelma Building stands in São Paulo, Brazil. On February 1st, 1974, a devastating fire broke out, causing 345 injuries and 189 deaths. The fire, sparked by an electrical short circuit, engulfed the building, trapping many inside. Before the building was constructed, the land had a dark past. In 1948, Paulo Ferreira de Camargo, an assistant professor of chemistry at the University of São Paulo, known for his eccentric nature, conducted unconventional tests involving a firearm, which led to a reprimand from his superiors. He was also in a relationship with nursing assistant Isaltina dos Amaros and lived with his ailing mother and two younger sisters, conducting experiments at home to avoid further reprimands. Despite appearing to have a happy life, Paulo's personal and professional life was troubled. His mother, Benedita, was diagnosed with cancer. His sister Maria suffered from epilepsy, and his sister Cordelia was diagnosed with schizophrenia. The pressure of medical bills and appointments was overwhelming. Paulo told his friends in Isaltina that his family needed a vacation to distress from recent troubles. Shortly after leaving on November 5th, Paulo shared the tragic news that his mother and sister had died in a car accident during the trip. His half-brother Carlos questioned the details and why the accident hadn't been in the newspaper. Paulo's account of the accident changed over the next 2 weeks, leading Carlos to inform the police. On November 23, 1948, police arrived at Paulo's home. After he offered to unseal a sealed well in the backyard, a gunshot rang out when the police and firefighters were about to open it. The police found Paulo lying lifeless on the floor. Outside, firefighters discovered the bodies of Benedita, Maria, and Cordelia at the bottom of the well. The police were unable to determine Paulo's motive for the murders as there was no note left behind. Speculations about home troubles and relationship issues were never confirmed. The only fact known for sure is that one man tragically ended the lives of his family before taking his own. Soon the home was considered haunted, and it was eventually demolished in the early 1950s, leaving just an empty lot. However, some still believed that a curse had fallen on the land, calling it the home of the devil. 2 decades after the murder, many homes surrounding Paulo's were torn down, and a new state-of-the-art building was built in its place. Despite lingering concerns about the cursed land, in 1972, the 25-story Joelma Building opened on the same site. However, 2 years later, on February 1st, 1974, something happened. On a tragic day in 1974, a malfunctioning air conditioning unit caused one of Brazil's deadliest fires. The extreme heat, reaching 700 degrees Celsius, forced many people to jump from the building to escape the flames. The fire spread rapidly due to the building's design. Rescue efforts were hampered by inadequate water supply and the intense heat. 13 individuals trapped in an elevator lost their lives. Due to the intense heat, it was impossible to identify the victims, and they were buried in adjoining anonymous graves at São Pedro Cemetery, collectively known as 13 Souls. The location has since become associated with stories of voices, distant screaming, blinking car lights, and ghostly figures. The caretaker of the São Pedro Cemetery, where the 13 souls were laid to rest, claims to hear their voices emanating from the graves at night. He described screams and moans for help as a frequent occurrence until he began pouring water onto each grave to soothe the restless spirits. He insists that if he neglects this ritual, the spirits become unsettled, reliving their final moments. Since the burial of those from the Joelma Building, many have visited to pay their respects and pray for the unidentified 13 souls at São Pedro Cemetery, vowing never to forget their tragic deaths. Visitors perceived the 13 as victims of the evil brought by Paulo Camargo to his home, cursing the land back in 1948. Before leaving the cemetery, visitors placed dozens of letters, messages, and flowers on top of the 13 memorials along with a glass of water. After the tragic fire, the Joelma Building was closed for 4 years for reconstruction and was renamed Edifício Praça da Bandeira, or the Flag Square Building, in an attempt to move on from its history. However, many people claim that the building has not forgotten its past, especially above the 15th floor. Reports include sightings of ghostly figures, flickering lights, fire alarms going off, and elevator malfunctions near where the 13 souls were found. The hauntings were so widely believed that in 2004, when the mayor's team was assigned to work in the building, many refused to enter until a Buddhist monk blessed the building. The Joelma Building stands as a grim reminder of the tragedies that occurred within its walls. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Scary Lollipop for more haunted tales and paranormal adventures. Leave a comment below about which haunted place or mystery you'd like us to explore next. If you've experienced any strange phenomena at the Joelma Building, share your stories with us. Until next time, stay curious and stay haunted.